Welcome to Stockton University's Class of 2021 Commencement Ceremony. Before we begin today's event, we'd like to take a moment to make a few safety announcements. Please direct your attention to the exits located at each corner of the venue. Aisleways and exit points should remain clear at all times. In the event of an emergency, please exit immediately and follow instructions from the staff. If you would require assistance evacuating, please identify yourself to an usher. We would also like to remind you that smoking is prohibited in all university buildings and venues. Smoking is only permitted in designated smoking gazebos. For everyone's safety, please remember to mask up, back up, and wash up. Thank you in advance for your cooperation. We hope you enjoy the ceremony.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Stockton University's 2021 Commencement Ceremony for the School of Health Sciences. I'm Dr. Peg Slusser, Dean of the School of Health Sciences. Our first priority today and always is to provide a safe environment for our community. To do so, please remember to follow 4 simple rules throughout today's event. Mask up, back up, wash up, and backs up. Thank you. Would everyone please rise for the national anthem, performed by Joseph Ceramity, a 2015 alumnus and a member of the Provost managerial team.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Mr. Cermati. It's now my pleasure to introduce the platform party. They will stand and remain standing as their names are called. Please hold your applause until I complete the introductions. Representing the Stockton University Board of Trustees is Miss Nalita Valentin, a 1986 Stockton alumna. Distinguished members of the platform party also include Dr. Brian Bridges, New Jersey Secretary of Higher Education, Dr. Harvey Kesselman, President of Stockton University, Dr. Susan Davenport, Interim Provost and Executive Vice President, Dr. Robert Heinrich, Chief Enrollment Management Officer and a Stockton alumnus from 2000, 2004, and 2019. Dr. Amy Hadley, Associate Professor of Communication Disorders, and Ms. Hannah Durning, candidate for the Bachelor of Science in Health Science. Thank you all for your service to Stockton and higher education in New Jersey. Would the platform party please be seated? It is now my pleasure to ask Nalita Valentin, member of the Stockton University Board of Trustees, to come to the podium to offer her welcoming remarks.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's wonderful to see your faces this afternoon. Welcome. My name is Nelida Valentin. I am a proud 1986 Stockton graduate and have the honor of serving on the Board of Trustees. I would add that I'm also a proud participant of the Educational Opportunity Fund program here at Stockton. For those of you EOFers out there, kudos to you. You have all demonstrated a great commitment in earning your degree at Stockton. This dedication will serve you well in your next chapter in life, with your job, in community service, or advanced studies that you may pursue. I welcome you to our community of over 58,000 Stockton Osprey alumni, representing Stockton throughout the United States and beyond. I encourage you to remain involved with Stockton and to take full advantage of the programs, activities offered to alumni. Congratulations from the Board of Trustees and the entire Stockton community. And now it's my pleasure to introduce you to Hannah Durning, candidate for Bachelor of Arts, Science and Health Science, to the podium to address the class of 2021.
Family, friends, faculty, distinguished guests, and most importantly, the graduates, welcome. I am humbled to be speaking today as your commencement student speaker. I would like to start by introducing myself. My name is Hannah, and a fun fact about me is that I've never been relaxed ever. That was a really bad TikTok joke. I remember coming to Stockton as a shy, timid freshman, excited to take classes in the building with a large water molecule outside of it that I now know as USD. I can make a confident guess that this is not the reason you all came to Stockton, but instead came to college in hopes of getting the true college experience, including a little time to learn and a lot of time to be social. I was the type of person to let my social life take the back seat, but that quickly changed the second I stepped onto campus. I realized that as much as I loved learning about how the body functions in physiology, or that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, I learned that forming strong bonds is just as important in life as it is in chemistry. From study buddies to RA coworkers and my Tri-Delta sisters, I've been fortunate enough to surround myself with individuals who have become my chosen family and who have made my college experience unforgettable. I hope you, the graduates, have learned as much as you could in the classroom, but also held on to the best memories. There's a distinct time that I remember from this past semester. I was sitting in my semesterly meeting for the physician assistant program, and my preceptor said something along the lines of, "You probably won't feel prepared when you start your job, and it isn't because you lack knowledge or skill." That idea really stuck with me. As our futures are becoming more tangible and we are expected to know the next steps and be prepared for what's to come, it is likely that we might not feel fully qualified or ready. These feelings are normal, and it isn't because we are unprepared, but because these things will change and we must adapt to these changes. As we live and we learn, we'll gain confidence and become more sure of ourselves. The future is scary because we don't know where life will take us, and any plan we have for ourselves could change with the snap of a finger or, in a more real sense, the spread of a worldwide pandemic. It's important to continue to persist and persevere through difficult times, find balance in our lives, and remain true to ourselves. It's important to trust that our individual and unique experiences at Stockton have prepared us for our futures. I know you all probably hate quotes and motivational speeches as much as I do, but it would be off-brand of me to not include this. So, as I conclude this speech, a musical icon who shakes off her haters, Taylor Swift, once sang, "Long story short, I survived. Class of 2021, congratulations, we survived college." It is my honor to welcome Dr. Harvey Kesselman, President of Stockton University, to the podium to deliver the commencement address.
Good afternoon, everyone, and it is so pleasing. I am so happy that we're able to be here face-to-face and in person to share this celebration with you and your family members. I'm thrilled about that. Before I begin my talk, there's a couple. I really want to introduce the fellow that was just mentioned, the new Secretary of Higher Education for the state of New Jersey, Dr. Brian Bridges. This is his first commencement since becoming in New Jersey, and I'm thrilled that he chose Stockton to attend. Dr. Brian Bridges currently serves, as I just said, Secretary of Higher Education for the state of New Jersey, a role he began on November 16, 2020, as part of Governor Phil Murphy's administration. As Secretary, Dr. Bridges is responsible for policy development and coordination of higher education activities for the state, including supporting institutions amid the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. He also coordinates initiatives to improve college affordability in New Jersey through the state's plan for higher education and enhance post-secondary opportunities while promoting equity and access for all through programs such as the state's Community College Opportunity Grant. Dr. Bridges previously served as Vice President of Research and Member Engagement at the United Negro College Fund in Washington, D.C. Prior to joining UNCF, Dr. Bridges served at various leadership roles both on and off campus, including Vice Provost for Diversity, Access, and Equity at Ohio University, Associate Director of the Center for Advancement of Racial and Ethnic Equity at the American Council on Education, and Associate Director at the National Survey of Student Engagement, NSSE, a survey that you all took during your undergraduate years. He's a former Assistant Professor of Higher Education Administration at GW, and I'd like you all to give him a round of applause and give him a warm welcome to New Jersey. And before I begin, there's one other individual who I see in the audience that I absolutely want to shout out, and every single one of you should be eminently proud of her because she is a Stockton alum and she's the CEO of AtlantiCare, Laurie Herndon. Laurie, please stand up and be recognized. She's done an incredible work for the region in her capacity as CEO. Graduates, my fellow Ospreys, on behalf of Stockton University, I offer you a heartfelt congratulations on successfully accomplishing this major milestone in your life. We are immensely proud of you, and we celebrate your academic success, we celebrate your rite of passage, and we celebrate you. Everyone, please join me in giving the Stockton University class of 2021 a huge round of applause. Words cannot express the hope and optimism I feel when looking at our extraordinary graduates. And if there were ever a time when the world needed hope and optimism, it is now. For in the last year, you have, quite frankly, we all have experienced challenges in our world that have baffled minds and broken hearts. But to our amazement, these same challenges have sparked new ways of thinking and generated faith in causes bigger than ourselves. Graduating from college is already a daunting goal. And graduates, on top of everything else in your lives, you've had to reacquaint yourselves with the meaning of the word perseverance. You had to power through, even when the finish line looks so distant. You've had to stand firm, resilient in your efforts to complete this portion of your academic journey, which was no easy feat. But like most resilient people, you understood that the only way to get through it is to go through it, regardless of the rocky terrain. This test of perseverance and resilience was perhaps best described by Grammy Award winner Cardi B. Yes, I said Cardi B. When she said, knock me down 9 times, but I get up 10. Now I know you're probably thinking, really? I thought he'd be more of a Billy Joel type of guy. And you would be correct. But on this topic, she nailed it. And because you've embraced the essence of perseverance and resilience in the time that some describe as the perfect storm, a pandemic, racial and social injustice and unrest, and global economic crisis, you've accomplished something that very few people could do. You stayed the course and you finished. What an incredible achievement. And herein lies my hope and optimism. It lies with you, our graduates of the School of Arts and Humanities. You will create meaningful societal change through artistic expression. It lies with you, our graduates of the School of Business. You will create opportunities to stimulate and produce economic growth. It lies with you, our graduates of the School of Education. You will be dynamic educators who respect and recognize the potential in every student. It lies with you, our graduates of the School of General Studies. You will harness your interdisciplinary knowledge to lead, shape, and strengthen our communities. It lies with you, all of you, our graduates of the School of Health Sciences. You will manage the demands of today's enormous healthcare challenges and play critical roles in improving our community's health and welfare. It lies with you, our graduates of the School of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. You will optimize alternative energies that will afford a greener way of life for generations to come. It lies with you, our graduates of the School of Social and Behavioral Sciences. You will delve into the challenges of our criminal justice and political systems, reimagine institutional structures, and create better systems. It lies in all of you and your incredible Osprey spirit. Simply put, my hope and optimism lie in you. But before you turn your tassels and go off to celebrate with friends and family, I want to leave you with a word of advice, and that is, keep learning. Why? Author Roberta Bogany explained it best when she said, when you stop learning, you stop growing. And when you stop growing, you stop living. It really is just that simple. Keep learning. Don't make this academic milestone the last mile you walk in your pursuit of knowledge. Personally, I strive to learn something new every day. Take the word lit. Just last week, I was talking to a student who said his class was lit. So naturally, I assumed he was talking about his literature class. And he asked him, so what's your favorite reading this semester? Then, after he stopped laughing at me, he explained to me that he meant the class was really, really exciting. I had absolutely no idea. In any case, my point is never stop learning. Why? Because learning begets growing, growing in knowledge, growing as a compassionate person, growing as a global citizen, ready to engage the world and meet the many challenges still ahead of us, and most importantly, growing as a human being. Likewise, as you learn and grow, remember to keep living. Don't get so caught up in making a living that you forget how to actually live, living out your passions, living out your dreams. Experience this gift called life to the fullest. Leave nothing on the table and no stone unturned, because if this past year has taught us anything at all, it has taught us to take nothing for granted. To paraphrase others, in the end, it won't be the years in your life that count, it'll be the life in your years that matter. So once again, congratulations, class of 2021. It's been lit. Thank you. It's now my distinct pleasure to invite Dr. Susan Davenport to the podium for the degree conferral.
Oh, I'm sorry. We will now begin the presentation of candidates for degrees. Please note, a professional photographer will take photographs of the candidates as they walk across the stage, and proofs of these pictures will be sent to the candidates. The ceremony is also being recorded, and copies may be ordered by visiting Stockton's Commencement webpage. We ask that all guests please remain in your seats when taking pictures. Will the graduating class of 2021 please rise? Dr. Kesselman, it is my privilege to report to you that the candidates assembled here have qualified in all respects for their degrees by successfully completing curricula offered by Stockton University. The faculty recommended that these candidates be awarded appropriate degrees in recognition of their academic accomplishments.
Members of the graduating class of 2021 who have successfully completed all requirements for graduation, based on the approval of the faculty and the authority vested in me by the state of New Jersey and the Stockton University Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree with all the honors, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Graduates, you may now switch your tassels. Please be seated.
We are now privileged to present the new graduates. We ask that you process across stage when your name is called. In light of current health guidelines, we will not be shaking hands. Graduates, when you exit the stage, please honor your fellow graduates and promptly return to your seats.
Would the graduates from the School of Health Sciences please come forward? Reading the names is Dr. Emily Hadley, Associate Professor of Communication Disorders.
Hannah Durning. Kimberly Campoverde. Franco Madrid. Stephanie Ross. Abate. Julia Abate. Marinika Abdur Rashid. Nikki Adedoyan. Alyssa Aguirre Gavilan. Brianna Amorin. Kayla Arnone. Michael Danqua. Savannah Asensio. Alamde Adejumo. Angeline Avila. Nancy Ayala. Amina Bakat. Ashley Barcelo. Ashley Bernardo. Kelsey Berlin. Catherine Ann Bermudez. Miranda Berry. Nicole Bellotti. Paige Blake. Summer Bleish. Morgan Blusewitz. Eric Bologna. Andrew Brosler. Desiree Brown. Isabella Buccilli. Adore Bullock. Molly Birch. Sydney Callahan. Leslie Camillo. Amanda Grossman. Alexis Carr. Elizabeth Casaza. Jessica Cataliotto. Linda Chukwemeka. Jada Clark. Joshua Clerge. Mackenzie Clifford. Roy Cook Jr. Casey Cordana. Brianna Cousins. Hannah Cronin. Amy Crowley. Kayla Cruzado. Caitlin D'Alessio. Madeline Daniel. Alexa DePino. Sabrina Delgado. Allison DeAngelis. Nicholas DiCarlo. Daisy DeElmo. Ashley Digney. Brittany Dillio. Corrine Domino. Samantha Dinkowitz. Caitlin Dinkowitz. Madeline Dubs. Allison Dubois. Erin Dunn. Lee Dutu. Camille Ekman. Haley Elias. Loren Ellis. Jason Espinosa. Alexa Etor. Lavinia Eugene. Alexis Fagati. Shayla Farley. Corey Fiumara. Samantha Flaherty. Alexis Flynn. Lauren Flynn. Alyssa Fox. Carly Francis. Angelique Francisco. Tania Gafanha. Michael Galiotto. Joshua Garner. Naya Gathers. Anch Bolo. Devin Giebel. Anthony Gentile. Michaela Giaquinto. Ciani Gomez. Catherine Gonzalez. Laura Gonzalez. Jimena Gonzalez. Lorena Gonzalez Torres. Carrie Gorman. Alicia Gurrell. Kayla Hamler. Julia Hamlin. Nevada Harris. Marissa Hastings. Lindsay Heller. Amanda Helwig. Madison Hindermeyer. Jenna Hoffman. Cassidy Hogan. Matthew Holden. Logan Holleritter. Jacqueline Hollahan. Lindsay Hope. Good. Rachel Hudak. Dominique Hunt. David Hunter. Avery Ingold. Nicole Jondras. Amanda Januszewski. Richard Jafarjian. Juliana DiPaolo. Samantha Katz. Jordan Kitzinger. Jacqueline Kabilis. Julie Kohlhoff. Lauren Cruson. Sarah Kunzman. Ashley Lagery. Megan Lamar. Edwin Lopera. Trey Miller. Nicole Wilkins. Sarah Marquez. Carly Fava. Ashley During. Sienna Wilson. Rauda Manuel. Megan Hobler. Megan Sigmund Kramer. Kelly Thornton. Trevor Weldon. Glenn Brown III. Gavin Bick. Patricia Kawili. Litza Miranda. Rachel Thornton. Bailey Kurtz.
Congratulations to all of our graduates. You really made it. We're so proud of you. As we conclude this ceremony with a recessional, the platform party will leave the stage, followed by the graduates exiting the building through the doors behind me. Guests are asked to follow the graduates promptly and meet them in parking lot 5 outside the building. Given our unique circumstances of hosting 4 ceremonies today, I ask that graduates and guests prepare to leave the campus in a timely manner and continue their celebration off campus. This will allow the university to prepare the venue with the recommended safety and health measures and make parking available for graduates and guests participating in the next ceremony. All of us at Stockton are proud of you and joyfully embrace you as graduates and lifelong members of our Stockton family. Thank you for choosing Stockton and for remaining a part of the university's legacy. The recessional will begin today.
Let us travel in the footsteps of those who came before. Here on our campus in the Pines, knowledge opens every door. And when we go marching out to the world beyond our Stockton, at ease with what we learn, our future has begun. Knowledge leads to knowledge, and Stockton shows the way. Oh, let us be among those for whom Stockton leads the way. Oh, let us proudly strive to be examples day by day. Knowledge leads to knowledge, and Stockton shows the way. Oh, let us be among those for whom Stockton leads the way. Oh, let us proudly strive to be examples day by day.